reaction go?
Yeah,
Nice and loud.
we're going to spell it too.
Yes.
That's Mark Moss here, MarkMoss.
And you are Market Disruptors, right?
And Market Disruptors, yeah.
Fantastic. Now we're going to talk. You're just going to look at me, man. Dude, you just got up on stage. You shared some love for nearly an hour, right? But I want to talk about really what's going on here. And we've had a good weekend together, right? We've had Alex here. We've talked with Alex, at lunch. There's a lot of big names here. You're just a huge force in this space. Yourself, you are. You can see people coming up to you wanting selfies and all the appreciation that they're giving for you. If people don't know, they need to go to Market Disruptors and check you out, because you're about the learning, you're about knowledge. Dude, you're about history and finance and real estate. You kind of cover everything.
About disrupting markets.
About disrupting markets. Now, people come here to this conference right here in Cincinnati, 2019. All right, this thing was actually scheduled for 2018. The price of Bitcoin was 4,100. The price of Bitcoin today is roughly 10,000, 9,000 something maybe. Okay, what are people missing about cryptocurrency? Let's stay with crypto right now. What are people missing? This is an opportunity for growth or wealth? Isn't this a wealth transfer? What is this?
I believe it is, yeah. I believe it is. I think what people are missing is humans suffer from something called normalcy bias.
Okay.
And what normalcy bias means is that we believe that whatever is happening now will continue happening. If markets are going up, markets always keep going up. If markets go down, they continue going down. And so that normalcy bias prevents people from seeing new opportunities.
Yeah.
And so normalcy bias is preventing people from understanding how or why Bitcoin could ever become something big. Similar to what it was with people in the internet days back in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 2001, I started an internet business, as I talked about earlier, and it wasn't easy to build an e-commerce store at the time. I had to spend a lot of money, and at the time I was there wasn't people online to advertise to. I had to advertise in a magazine, in a motocross magazine. And at the time in 2001, I was the only .com in the entire magazine. It was all mail order. You used to have to cut out the page and mail it in with the check.
Right.
And I went to these brands and I said, hey, I built this website and I want to sell your products on my website. And they laughed at me. They told me nobody would ever buy anything online. And I said, well, I think they will. And I spent a lot of money on this website and I'd like to buy your products. And they said, no, we don't even want our products on the website.
Is that where we are with Bitcoin today? Do people don't see it, dude?
100%. 100%, because there's no need to, right? So a lot of people, especially in the United States, so I think it's kind of country by country, but
it is.
People in the United States don't see the need for it. They don't understand the use case for it.
They don't feel the pain? They don't feel the pain of going to the ATM and it's not there, like in Venezuela.
Right, so when you live in Venezuela or Iran or somewhere or Hong Kong, somewhere where they're really being oppressed and money's disappearing, they see that they need an alternative. But in the U.S., we have the dollar that's super stable, so people aren't seeing the need to have the alternative. And so I think in the U.S. specifically, most of the Western developed worlds, people just don't see the use case for it. The blinders are on.
So what the heck? People get in my Jeff's Uber all the time, and they say, what the heck is Bitcoin? And I have my little spill. I say, hey, it's kind of like Uber, really, because you think about it. Uber disrupted the taxi cab monopoly, which was slow, expensive, and unsecured. Uber comes along, makes it rideshare, faster, cheaper, safer. So in that sense, is Bitcoin the same way with money? Can you say money today is slow, expensive, and unsecure? They're running all kinds of schemes on us. And then Bitcoin would be faster, cheaper, safer. Why do people not get that?
Well, for a number of reasons. First of all, people don't see that there's a problem with money.
Yeah.
So if
they don't see that it's slow or it's corrupt.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So
right. Normalcy bias, right?
People don't understand there's a problem with money. And in countries where there is a problem with money, like Venezuela, they understand I need a better alternative. But here in the United States, they don't. But to back up a little bit, I think you talk about they get in your Uber and you're trying to explain to them. Here's the thing with Bitcoin. I believe that just calling it a money is making it seem way too small.
Okay.
And so...
What do you mean by that? What is it?
It's so much bigger.
Dude, what is it? Internet? What is it?
It's a technology. It's a technology. And so we don't understand exactly how the technology will work. So for example, in the late 90s, even the early 2000s with the internet, we understood that one day, well, we knew we could email and we could chat, and we understood that one day we would be able to buy stuff online, and one day we'd have these mobile chat rooms, we could do video conferencing. We understood that. We didn't know that someday there would be something called Uber, that people would be driving around with a phone that was hooked to something called a cloud, that was using something called social media to navigate them around traffic. We didn't understand that because none of those pieces were there. Yeah. And it was the invention of the technology of the internet that allowed things to be built that one day gave us that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a new technology, but we don't understand how far this technology will take us at this point.
We need a Netscape moment.
And so what we do is to try to understand and explain it, we try to call it something we know. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like that. But it makes it way too small by doing that. So really, Bitcoin is a technology. And what the technology does...
So it has money baked into it? Is that right?
I think that's one application.
21 million.
It's one application.
What's the 21 million thing? I hear 21 million Bitcoin, that's it.
That's the amount of Bitcoin, sure. That's the amount of Bitcoin. But I think at the end of the day, so what the internet did is the internet made us... build up all these trusted third parties.
For example?
I trust Amazon to do my shopping transaction.
Gotcha, yeah.
You upload a product to Amazon, I buy the product on Amazon. We both trust Amazon to handle that transaction.
Third party.
I trust Wells Fargo to hold my account. I trust Facebook to take my photo and download the photo. So we trust all these trusted third parties, but the problem is that as our whole world has now been built on trust, the banking system is built on trust. The banking system is fractionally reserved. If less than 1% of the people went to the bank to get their money out, all the banking system would collapse.
Less than 1%.
So we trust in countries around the world that we're seeing today, in Lebanon right now today, in Hong Kong right now today, there's bank runs. So people go pull their money out of the bank and the bank shut down.
This is 2019. This
is happening. So the whole world is built on trust. And what Bitcoin does is it takes away the need to trust. And we need that because we can't trust Wells Fargo. They're putting fake accounts on you.
Exactly.
We can't trust Facebook. They're selling your data. We can't trust the government because they're inflating our money supply. We can't trust the bank. We can't trust the banks. They don't have our money. We can't trust any of these institutions. But our whole system is built on trust, and they've all proven to us that we can't trust them.
Gotcha.
Bitcoin is a truth machine.
Bitcoin is a truth machine. I love it.
Bitcoin gets rid of the need to put our trust into trusted third parties.
Is it the math so solid
that
it's
open? It's open, so it's open source, so everybody can see it, everybody can verify it, everybody knows it's open and it's trustless, or really it's trust minimized, because we can see it and we can trust it. So right now, it's having a massive implication on money, okay? But I believe it's going to impact all of those other areas that we've just talked about. So that's why I said today the killer app is money. Just like when the internet first started, the killer app was email.
Yeah.
And really, email was the only thing the internet was used for the first 5 years or so. Right. And you need that first killer app. And what happened is people started checking their email all the time. They got used to going on the internet. And right now, today, the killer app for Bitcoin is money. But I believe there will be lots of other applications in the future.
Fantastic. No,
so to tell somebody that doesn't know anything what Bitcoin is, there's no way you can tell them that in an Uber ride. It's going to take like a week of conversations. You have to understand philosophy. You have to understand game theory. You have to understand the history of money, economics.
The people I take are working class. People don't have time for that, bro. I need a one-liner.
Right. So the best way to talk about Bitcoin is go to where people are. So what is it that's important to you? And let's talk about that. Because if I try to tell you everything that Bitcoin is too much. So really, the best way you can do it is what Satoshi Nakamoto said in the white paper.
You might want to pick some up.
Bingo. You might want to pick some up just in case it catches on.
Exactly.
And that is what you say. So, hey, look, I don't have time to tell you everything that Bitcoin can do, but you might want to pick some up just in case it catches on.
You know what, Uber Jeff's new, I just got it from Mark Moss, man. Are you kidding me? Right there, you might want to pick some up right there. That's what you can hear from Uber Jeff from now on. I would ask him about tokenization, but we don't have the time, and this guy could really knock that out of the park. There's so many things happening in this space. People, if I'm picking you up and you're a banker from wherever and you're going to UD, listen, if you're a working class person, just grinding it out every day, listen, you might want to pick some up until you at least figure this space out a little bit. You might want to pick some up. The time is ticking. It's 2019 November. The price of Bitcoin is, oh my gosh, dude, it's like 9,000, 10,000, whatever. I feel like
I didn't even look today. But
I feel like it's just, you know.
So I posed the question on Twitter today that there's two people that own Bitcoin and people that don't own Bitcoin. Which of those numbers are going to go up? Are we going to see in the future more people own Bitcoin or more people own less Bitcoin?
Yeah.
And the answer to that question determines which way you think the price is going to go.
Yeah. Very good. Fantastic. All right, Mr. Hollywood. Do I need your autograph or something? I saw everybody around here is fine. You know, Mr. Hollywood, smile and whatnot. Hey, welcome to Ohio. 27 degrees, player.
You know how warm it is in California? It's 80 today. What the heck am I doing here?
I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Hey, thanks for
I just
everything.
want to know, don't people know they don't have to live like this?
Yeah. We don't want those fires, man. You got a fire going on in the backyard. So we appreciate you, bud.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
I like how you knew which quote I was going to refer to.
Yeah, you like that? Hey, it's not.
You're sharp.
That's right.
You might want to pick some up.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Keep learning. Let's do this. Amazing.
You live local?
Learn about Bitcoin and the blockchain. What are you guys doing? Come on.